This is the history of money.
Did you know that some of the most crucial innovations in the world of finance originated in ancient China? This civilization, with its deep roots and expansive history, was a pioneering force behind the development of monetary systems as we understand them today. Their ingenuity not only shaped their own economy, but also set the stage for future global financial practices. The story begins in a society where trade was initially based on barter and commodity exchange. Items like grain, tools, and even shells served as primitive forms of money. However, as trade networks expanded and economic activities became more complex, these methods proved inefficient. This challenge spurred the Chinese to develop more sophisticated monetary solutions. It was in this vibrant economic environment that the earliest metal coins made their debut. These weren't just simple coins. They were a testament to innovation and practicality, evolving from everyday objects to standardized mediums of exchange. This evolution marked the dawn of a new era in trade and commerce, influencing far beyond the borders of ancient China. Let's dive into the ancient Chinese economy to unravel the beginnings of these financial innovations. Imagine a world where goods like tea and silk were swapped for other goods without any common currency. In ancient China, this was the reality. The early Chinese economy was primarily based on barter, a system where goods and services were directly exchanged without the use of money. People traded items like grain, livestock, and even precious items such as jade and bronze. However, as Chinese society became more complex, the limitations of barter became apparent. It was difficult to agree on the value of vastly different goods, and carrying bulky items for trade was impractical. This led to the adoption of commodity money, which included objects that held intrinsic value and could be used as a medium of exchange. One of the earliest and most fascinating forms of this was the cowrie shell, treasured for its beauty and rarity. By the 7th century BCE, with the expansion of trade and the need for more standardized and practical forms of money, ancient China saw the revolutionary introduction of metal coins. These first coins were not the round pieces we are familiar with today, but were instead shaped like tools, such as knives and spades. This design reflected their dual function as both money and practical implements. The transition from barter to metal coins was crucial. It facilitated trade over larger distances and among a greater number of people, laying the groundwork for economic expansion. As trade grew, so did the need for a more practical form of money, paving the way for the first metal coins. What if your money had holes in it and could be strung together like a necklace? This seemingly bizarre idea was an actual innovation from ancient China, specifically during the Warring States period, which spanned from 475 to 221 BCE. The introduction of round coins with square holes in the center, known as ban liang, marked a significant evolution in the realm of currency. The ban liang coins were made of bronze, a material that was abundant and durable, ensuring the coins could withstand the rigors of extensive circulation. Their distinctive round shape with a square hole at the center was not just a stylistic choice. This design had multiple practical and security benefits that addressed some of the significant challenges of using metal as money. For starters, the square hole in the center of each coin allowed them to be strung on a cord or a rod. This facilitated not only the ease of carrying large amounts of money, but also added a layer of security. It was much harder to steal a string of coins than loose ones, and losing them was less likely as well. Moreover, this method of storage and transport greatly simplified the process of counting and accounting, which was crucial as the Chinese economy began to expand and required more complex financial transactions. Traders could quickly count large sums by simply measuring the length of the string of coins, rather than counting each coin individually. This efficiency was invaluable, especially for merchants who traveled long distances to trade goods. The ban liang coins thus represent more than just a monetary denomination. They symbolize a leap forward in the conceptualization and functionality of money. By transforming coins into easily portable and secure units, ancient Chinese innovators drastically improved trade efficiency. These innovations in coin design not only made carrying money easier, but also helped in managing and counting it efficiently. The Silk Road wasn't just a route for spices and silk. It was a highway for revolutionary ideas in currency. As ancient caravans traversed these vast networks from China through Central Asia to Europe and the Middle East, they carried not just tangible goods, but also intangible innovations like the concept of standardized currency. The introduction of uniform metal coins such as the Banliang coins with their distinctive square holes was pivotal. These coins could be easily strung together, simplifying trade over long distances. This standardization underpinned the economic interactions along the Silk Road, ensuring that a merchant from distant lands could trade efficiently and fairly. Moreover, the widespread acceptance of these coins by various empires facilitated a smoother exchange of not only goods, but also ideas and culture, knitting a closer economic and cultural bond between the disparate civilizations connected by the Silk Road. Chinese coins not only crossed borders, but also bridged civilizations, enabling robust economic exchanges. When carrying metal became cumbersome, the Chinese thought, why not paper? In the bustling markets of the Tang Dynasty around the 8th century, merchants found themselves grappling with the weighty inconvenience of metal coins for large transactions. Imagine the scene: traders traveling vast distances, their belts and carts laden with heavy bronze coins, the clinking sound echoing with each step and wheel turn. It was this cumbersome reality that set the stage for one of history's pivotal transformations in monetary systems, the adoption of paper money. Initially, paper money did not emerge as an official medium issued by the government, but rather as a practical innovation by merchants. These enterprising individuals began using promissory notes, essentially IOUs, to facilitate trade without the physical exchange of coins. These notes were lighter, more portable, and could represent large amounts of metal coins with ease. The concept was simple yet revolutionary: a piece of paper that held a promise, a guarantee of payment upon demand. As the use of these promissory notes grew more widespread, their convenience and efficiency became apparent. By the time of the Tang Dynasty in the late 10th century, the Chinese government recognized the potential of this system and took a groundbreaking step. They began issuing official paper currency known as jiaozi. This wasn't just a nod to practicality. It was an astute move to maintain control over the economy and to standardize the monetary system across the vast expanses of the empire. The government-backed paper money had several advantages. It was easier to produce, distribute, and manage compared to metal coinage. More importantly, it allowed the government to exercise greater control over the economy, regulate the money supply, and facilitate taxation and state expenditures in a way that was previously unmanageable with metal coins alone. This shift to paper money marked a monumental leap in financial history, setting the stage for modern banking. The Chinese didn't just innovate, they changed the very fabric of how the world deals with money. As we've journeyed from ancient barter systems to the sophisticated use of paper money, it becomes clear just how pivotal Chinese innovations were in shaping global economic practices. Initially, trade was confined to tangible goods like grain and livestock, which were cumbersome and limited in scope. The introduction of cowrie shells as a medium of exchange marked the first step towards a more standardized monetary system, but it was just the beginning. With the emergence of metal coins in the 7th century BCE, China laid the groundwork for a more diverse and expansive economic environment. These coins, initially shaped like tools such as knives and spades, evolved into the round coins with square holes known as banliang. This design was not only practical, allowing for the coins to be strung together, but it also symbolized the unification of varied regions under a single economic identity. The true revolution came with the introduction of paper money during the Tang Dynasty, a concept that would eventually echo across continents. By the time of the Tang Dynasty, the official issuance of paper currency facilitated commerce in a way that metal coins could not. This innovation made transactions simpler and trade more fluid, particularly along the Silk Road, where the diversity and volume of trade goods demanded a more portable form of currency. The ripple effects of these innovations were profound. The concept of paper money spread across the Silk Road, reaching the Middle East and later Europe. By the 17th century, European powers were experimenting with their own versions of paper currency, illustrating the far-reaching influence of the Chinese monetary innovations. The convenience and efficiency of paper money eventually led to its adoption globally, transforming trade and economic interactions on an international scale. Moreover, the principles of currency standardization and government-backed money, first pioneered by the Chinese, have become foundational to modern financial systems. Today, central banks across the world control and issue currency with a direct lineage to these early Chinese practices. From ancient shells to paper bills, Chinese monetary innovations have left an indelible mark on the global financial landscape. Their legacy is evident not just in the coins and notes in our wallets, but in the very concept of value exchange that underpins economic systems worldwide. These innovations did more than change commerce. They transformed how civilizations and cultures interact, trade, and understand the value of goods and services.